How's it going? It's Hien once again, and in this video what I'm going to talk about is exactly how you can go from zero online to making 6 figures online. Before we get into the video, I'd like to invite you to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. If you're a new person of the channel, I'd like to invite you to subscribe, hit that bell notification to turn on post notifications so you get notified anytime I upload a video. And again, the reason for this is I'm going to have weekly content for any subscriber on this channel to let you know exactly how you can start running an online business, how to start scaling an online business, every actionable step that you need to know to get some income online. Alright, so again, if you've watched any YouTube video about dropshipping or any kind of online business model at all, you've definitely heard the 6-figure name. You've heard people mentioning 6 figures. What exactly is 6 figures, first of all? So a 6-figure income obviously is earning in a year on an annual basis $100,000 or above, up to $1 million. That is a 6-figure income. So again, to understand how you can get a 6-figure income, again, you need to break down in your mind step by step and mathematically exactly what is a 6-figure income or how you can get a 6-figure income. So to break down the maths, a 6-figure income will mean that on a monthly basis, every single month in a year, you need to be getting $8,350 and above in order to get a $100,000 and above income on a yearly basis. So again, that is the maths broken down. So firstly, by understanding that, you can then understand what steps you need to take in order to get to that end goal. So for example, if you are selling a $50 product, you can break down the mass that you need, how many products you need to sell on your dropshipping store to get to that revenue every single month. Again, it's not as difficult as it maybe seems. First of all, if you are doing affiliate marketing, for example, as a ClickFunnels affiliate, I believe you get 40% of a $100 ClickFunnels membership, meaning you'll need to get about 200 ClickFunnels, about 200 people sign up with your ClickFunnels affiliate link in order to get that 8,000 and above monthly amount as a ClickFunnels affiliate. So again, break that down in your mind to understand, for example, if you're an affiliate, how many affiliate sales do you need to get in order to get to that level? If you are selling high ticket coaching, for example, $1,000 coaching product, you might need to sell, or you will need to sell 8 and above every single month to have that $8,350 income or revenue. Firstly, let me also just go back and say, obviously this is talking about getting to a 6-figure revenue goal. Of course, not all of that is going to be profit, not all of that you're going to be able to spend, but I am talking about, for this sake of the video, a 6-figure income in terms of revenue. So going back to it, obviously if you're doing high ticket coaching, you will need to sell, if you're selling, for example, a program for $1,000, you will need to sell 8 and above in order to get to that 6-figure income. If your program is $500, you will need to sell 16 every single month in order to get to that income. If you are for example, a results-based social media or advertising agency, you will need to have 4 clients at a £2,000 retainer in order to get to that $8,000 and above income. So again, once you're able to break down those figures, you understand what exactly you need to reach in order to get to those end goals. All right, so once you understand all those steps and you understand exactly basically the maths with each business model or an understanding of certain business models that you can use as a vehicle to get to that 6-figure income, the first step that you need to take in order to get to that 6-figure income is you need to pick a financial vehicle and you need to focus. Now, I'm going to stress that 10 times as much as possible, basically, because many people, especially online, the online space is one that obviously there's so many different things that you can choose from, so many different types of business models. The worst thing that you can do is try and do 10 at a time. I know there's so many different potential options that sometimes that is the worst thing. I remember reading a book back in the day called, I believe, The Paradox of Choice, which talks about how basically we're spoiled for choice, and sometimes that obviously doesn't help us make decisions, that doesn't help us actually be happy. So the first thing that you need to do, if you are deciding that, okay, you want to eventually get to 6-figure income, the first step maybe again, do some research after watching this video. Even maybe by watching this video, you can already determine which business model do you feel suits you best. You can watch some of my past videos where I talk about some specific business models or the different business models you can profit from. But again, the crucial thing is you want to pick one. You want to pick one, and then you want to commit to that one and focus in on that. So for example, if you choose to get a six-figure income selling high-ticket consulting, you want to then now focus in on that, understand exactly where you need to get to, or the exact steps you need to take to get to that income with six-figure high-ticket consulting. And then you want to focus in on that, commit to that. Don't look at any other business models until you started profiting with this one business model. So if you decide to, for example, get an online agency, and that's the model you want to go with, a social media agency, you want to consume all the content you can in terms of social media agencies. You want to focus on taking action just on that one niche or that one business model. The business model you've chosen works. There's countless things that works, but they don't work unless you stick to them and actually take action. So that's the first step. I remember, again, when I first started online, I did numerous things. I tried to start a blog. I dabbled in with that, trying to sell some affiliate products. I dabbled with numerous different things before, again, I finalized and I committed and focused on starting an agency. And when I finally focused in on that agency business model, I committed to finding out all the information I could about that. That's only when I finally got profitable. I committed to one thing, focused in on that, and started taking action on that one thing. Not 5, not 10, not 3, one business model. I focused and narrowed in on that. You want to do the same. The next step you want to do, once you've determined the business model you're going to focus and commit to, the next thing is you want to find somebody online. Again, numerous people who get results are putting their results out there. So you want to follow somebody who, in that business model that you've picked, is definitely getting results, and you can see that they're getting results. They're high up in their field, and you know definitely this person is somebody that you can follow in terms to see which path they took, which steps they took to get those results in that specific industry. So again, first thing, focus in on the vehicle and business model that you want to take online. Just pick one, don't pick 5. Focus in on that. The next step is find somebody who in that niche has got the results that you want to do, and consume their free content. Many people are putting out free content. Find what resources they recommend and start finding out the next action steps that you need to take. Again, you don't need to know what action steps you need to take 10 steps down the line. Find the first action steps that they took to get profitable and start implementing on those. That takes me to the next point, which is start taking action on the information that you see from this person. Start taking action and then course correct. The only reason that you know when you're doing something wrong is if you've already taken action beforehand. So for example, when I first got started, the first step as a social media agency or as an online advertising agency is doing outreach. You need to make sure that you're consistent with doing outreach in order to profit from that. So I realized those were the first steps, and the only way I could find out the third steps or the fifth steps is to take the first steps. Take the first step, start taking action based on what you've determined is the right course of action to take from somebody who's got those results. Start taking action, start working on it, committing for at least 30 days, and mainly, I would say 90 days, even 6 months. Commit to that and really start taking action on that. And then you realize where you're going wrong maybe down the line. Maybe something you're trying isn't working after a couple of weeks. You don't see any results at all. And then by taking that action, you can course correct and you can get feedback in terms of what's working and what's not. And then you can get further in the direction that you need to take to get proper results. So again, that's how you break it down. And again, throughout this whole process, just focus on getting those first results. You don't need to focus, even though your end goal is a 6-figure income. We've broken down the math. So for example, as an advertising agency, you need 4 clients at $2,000 a month. Don't worry about getting that 4th client before you got that first client. Focus in on just the first steps, getting your first results, and then you understand the maths. You can then just scale it up and get even better results, get to 6-figure income very quickly. Now, again, just reiterating those 3 points. Focus in on one business model. Once you understand the maths behind that business model and how you get success, find somebody who's got success in that field and see what steps they've mapped out to get to those results. Step 3, start taking action, and then you can course correct based on the action you've taken. That leads me to step 4, which is after you started doing all that, and again, you don't need to go to step 4 unless you've done those first 3 steps. You started taking action already in the best case scenario. Then step 4 is you want to get mentorship accountability, and you want to invest in something that's going to take you give you those steps even quicker or in a more structured manner. So which is mentorship. And 90% of people who you see online that are getting really solid results, again, I say 90% because maybe not every single person, but the most people that you see getting those crazy results that you want to get and at the points that you want to get, at some point they've invested in their self-education, they've invested in a mentor, because again, people getting results online can't dedicate all their time to giving free content like this, for example, or just answering your DMs or things like that. It's just not possible. So you want to, once you've started getting some results, started taking action, you want to invest in a mentor. Again, make sure that person is getting results that you can, they've got solid proof of the results that they get, because online, again, so many people can just say they get this and that. So make sure it's somebody whose results you can verify. And then if they've got some kind of coaching or mentorship program or anything like that, you want to try and see if you qualify for that. Or if they don't have a program, maybe you can offer something of value to them. Maybe you have a skill set that you can offer to this mentor in order for them to give you their time and give you a more structured step-by-step process to get there, and also give you some accountability in order to get there. Because again, there's one thing understanding those steps, but sometimes you need a bit of accountability to make sure you actually stick to those steps, for example, on a monthly basis. There's days where you don't feel good enough to take action, or you are doubting yourself. Sometimes having a mentor who's been there and been through those steps is the thing that's going to keep you accountable, keep you taking action, lets you know where you're veering off track a bit, put you in the right direction. And also the benefit of getting mentorship like this is things can be confusing online. Obviously, you don't know whether the next step is this, the next step is that, and especially online, not all the answers are out there. It's not like in a job where, again, you've got this set thing that you need to do. Finding success online is sometimes a bit scattered. So you want to get clarity by finding somebody who's got those results. Again, invest in that if possible. If not, just try and give something of value to the mentor so they can give you their time. Try and get that. And once you have mentorship and accountability, that's just going to supercharge your results. Again, but it all starts off with going back from breaking down the mass that you need to reach, picking a business model. Step 2, find somebody who's got those results that you want and consume all the free information that you can from them. And then once you've done that, start taking action, which is the most important. Then you can course correct, and you probably are going to get stuck at some point. And then you can invest in mentorship or some paid programs, or give something of value to a mentor once you've already started to get some results. And then they can give you a more structured way in order for you to step-by-step systematically get to that six-figure goal. With that being said, if you enjoy the value that you got from this video, first of all, I do appreciate you watching the video anyway. If you got value from this, but you feel you would benefit from a much more structured and tailored thing towards your current situation, and you feel maybe you would benefit from some mentoring from myself and my team, what I'd like to do is invite you to a free consultation call where we'll map out your current situation, where you are now with an online business, what your understanding level is, if you've already got some results, exactly where your current situation is. Then we'll ask you some questions to dive deep into where you want to get to in terms of your online business, what your specific goals are, not again for somebody else, your specific goals. And then we're going to map out a battle plan pretty much to get you from that point where you are at now to getting you to a six-figure income online. Again, this is completely for free. So if this sounds like something you like, what I would like to do is just invite you to click the link below this video. What it's going to do is take you to a page where you can book the exact time that suits you to have a call with myself or a member of my team. Again, you pick the time. It's up to you exactly when you would like to talk. And then what's going to happen is at the time that you've chosen, a member of my team or myself is going to give you a call. Again, no matter where in the world you are, it doesn't matter. We are going to give you a call. You just sit back. You get a call from us at the time that you scheduled. Then on the call, we're going to speak personally. We're going to see where you are at, where you want to get to, as I said, ask you a number of questions, dive into your situation, come up with a battle plan for you. And then after the call, maybe if you qualify and you would like to, again, get more personal, longer term help with myself, there's a chance to get on my mentoring program. But again, if you decide not to at the end of our call, no worries, that's completely fine. But regardless, you will get a battle tested plan that you can then go and utilize regardless. So I would recommend that if you are serious about getting a six-figure income online, you at least get on a free consultation call with me. There's nothing to lose at all. Anyway, regardless, if you do or don't, I look forward to speaking to some of you on this video, on the consultation call. I look forward to speaking to you if you decide to. If not, again, I appreciate you watching this video anyway, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.